Hi guys, and in this video we will be talking about the Bible. We're hoping to get to the end of it by this year or next year. So just tune in. Alright. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called that light day, and darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse. God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so, and God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." So before we go to the next words, I just want to say, sentence. I just want to say that when God says, "Let there be an expanse," let there be an expanse in the midst of waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. God is saying, basically saying, separate the waters from the waters. So he's creating the sky. So what he's doing is he's separating the water from below, which is the oceans, seas, and rivers, from the water above, which is the clouds and the skies. And the space in between became the sky, heavens. So in simple terms, God was organizing the world, splitting the waters to make sky above and sea below. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, plants, vegetation, plants yielding seeds, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruits, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years, and let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens, to give light upon the earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the water swarm according to their kinds.
No, I don't mean it mean way.
And let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the water swam, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good, and God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning on the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kind, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him, male and female, he created them. So God is saying he has created a man, a boy, a man, in his own image. So maybe you're drawing a stick man and you want to create him your way. Maybe you want to go like this. Maybe add some eyes, eyebrows, a nose, a mouth, maybe like a body, arms, legs, maybe a shoe. Yeah. So that's what God means when he said he created man in his own image. And for not only man, females females as well. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life. I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. So what has this page told us? This page has told us that God has created heaven. It's told us that God has made man in his own image, and he's made the world in his own image. So you can say that science says the Big Bang Theory created us. But this is a religious thing, guys. So don't get angry at me in the comments. The seventh day, God rests. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. So the seventh day is Sunday. Some people say that the first day is Sunday. So some people say the first day is Sunday, and some people say the seventh day is Sunday. The reason why people say the first day is Sunday is because you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the Saturday is the seventh day. But God says that the seventh day from all his work. So the seventh day is Sunday. The creation of man and woman. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. These are the generations of the heaven and the earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord God made the earth and heavens. When no bush of the field was yet in the land, and no small plant of the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the land, and there was no man to work on the ground. And the mist was going up from the land, and was watering the whole face of the ground. And then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living creature. So, what have we got from this? The Lord God planted a no, all the Lord had to do was breathe into his nostrils. So all he needed to do was breathe into the man's nostrils, and he came to life. You see, it says the man became a living creature. So I'll read it again. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man who he formed, and out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river flowed out of Eden to the water, the garden, and there it divided and became 4 rivers. So you see, it divided and became 4 rivers. So the name of the first river is Pishon. I think I said it right. Pishon. Flowed around the whole land of Havila, I think, where there is gold, and the gold of that land, bdellium and onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. I think I said it right. The name of it is the one. No, sorry. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. And the name of the third river is Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. So I hope you guys have been listening, because there are going to be some questions. So, the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, You may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. Then the Lord God said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make a helper fit for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field and every bird of the heavens, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. the man gave names to all of his livestock, and to the birds of the heavens, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was no found helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and while he slept, one of his ribs unclosed up its place with flesh. He took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken out of the man, he made into a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, "This last bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, she shall be called woman, because she was taken out of a man." So the reason why it is called woman or woman and not something different is because God said, so this is from Genesis 2. This is from Genesis 2 verse 23, and it says that then the man said, "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." So it is called woman because she was taken out of a man. So God took one of his ribs. So I'm going to see if I can draw a rib. This is the closest thing I can do to a rib. And made it into a female woman. So man, and added WU to it to make a woman. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. So the man and the woman were both naked and were not ashamed. So this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for coming. And yeah, come to future reads or videos. Same thing. Just to see if I can interest you into becoming a Christian. And yeah, so